Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another review on an eyeshadow palette for you guys, and this one is by Stila, and it is the Eyes Are the Window shadow palette, and you can get this in 3 different shades, but I have mine in the shade Spirit. So first off, this is $49 and I got mine at Ulta, and it looks just like this for a quick overview. So again, depending on, like I said, what eyeshadow shades you like, they do have 2 other palettes that you can choose from. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the packaging and the formula, the wear time, and swatches for you guys. So the first thing I'll talk about is the packaging. It is so gorgeous. It's like a mirrored kind of packaging, as you guys can see that I'm blinding you. And then it's rose gold here, and then you do have golds. You do have the eyeshadows right here on the back, which I do really appreciate. And then you do have a just regular clamped closure and a huge mirror, which I really appreciate as well. So right here you'll see you do get a total of 12 eyeshadows, and in here you do get a total of 4 matte shades. You get this shade right here, which is the shade Puppy. You get this shade right here, which is the Gal. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. This beautiful white shade down here, Chinos, and then this darker black shade, which is Espresso. The rest of these are kind of like a satiny finish, a nice like shimmer satin. This one right here is the only one that I feel like it's kind of a little bit on the glittery side, but it's really beautiful. So basically what I like to do is go ahead and get in the swatches, and then I like to kind of tell you guys about each individual shadow. So what I'll do is I'll swatch each individual row, and then I'll swatch the whole palette as a whole. So yeah, basically I'm just going to start out with this shade right here, which is Kitten. This one is definitely the most intense. I feel like I said it is absolutely gorgeous. Really pretty. It's beautiful for the inner corner or all over the lid. There is a little bit of fallout from the shade, but not much. Moving on to Puppy, it's just a really nice mid-tone neutral brown. Really love this. It's a great color to put in your crease. It's going to help your next shade blend. And then you have this really pretty maroon shade. This is Pigal, I believe that's how that's pronounced. But it's actually so stunning. I love putting this all over my lids or darkening up my crease. It's such a unique shade. Then moving down to the next row, you get Oasis. This is a really pretty like golden shade. Really stunning. It's not too gold, which is what I really like about it. It's kind of like a muted gold. Then you have the shade Jezebel, which is this really pretty peach, and it's got like a little bit of a golden undertone in it as well. Gorgeous all over the lid. Then moving on to the shade right here, you do have Barefoot, which this I actually did use on my outer corner because it's one of those that looks like it has some shimmer in it, but once I put it on, it's more of like a satin. Really gorgeous. Moving down to the third row, you get the shade Wheat. It's exactly what it says. It's like a bronzy golden wheat shade. Moving right along, you have the shade Go Lightly, which is a bronze shade. Again, gorgeous on the lid. I love this, especially with my blue eyes. Then moving on to Espresso. This is just a dark matte shade. It almost looks black, but when you put it on the eyes, it's more of like a really dark brown. Moving on to the last row, you got the shade Chinos, which is just a beautiful white shade that you can use to highlight your brow bone, your inner corner, or to set your primer. Then you have the shade Slate, which is just like a gray slate shade, exactly what it says. And then the last shade is Pewter, and it's just like a bluey, deep charcoal gray. Really pretty and unique. So overall, I think that this palette is absolutely gorgeous, but what I love about this is, like, at first I didn't think I was going to like it because I'd swatched it before, and it is like a drier kind of formula. The eyeshadows feel like a little bit drier. They're still smooth, but they're not as creamy and buttery, which I like because these don't blend away to completely nothing. I can go in, just dip my brush one time for one eye, and it blends so beautifully. I also find that the only shade I get any fallout out of really is the shade Kitten. If you're someone who wants like a really buttery, creamy formula, these aren't it. Because they are still, like I said, smooth. I'm not like saying the formula is not great, because I love the formula because there's minimal fallout. They just blend so incredibly easy on the skin, and they are really nice and pigmented. They're really easy, especially these darker shades right here, or even these shades right here that you might get a lot of fallout. If you've seen these in like another palette, I don't have an issue with these. Like I said, they're just really easy to build up, and really easy and pigmented. But something else that's great is I do have hooded downturn eyes, so for eyeshadows need to last a really long time. I wore this on Thursday. Like I said, I'd have it makeup on all day, but then we went like pre-Black Friday shopping, I guess you'd say, because I guess Black Friday isn't until actual Friday. And Black Friday shopping, and this lasted the entire time. And like I said, it was hot in those stores, like standing in line for 40 minutes. I was just really impressed because out of all the eyeshadows I've ever tried, I think that these have to be one of the most long wearing on my eyes. As far as fallout, like I said, this is the only one Kitten right here that seems to have a little bit of fallout. But again, all of the other ones are just so creamy. They blend so beautifully. I just cannot say enough good things about this eyeshadow palette. So overall, if you haven't picked this one up, I definitely would. This again was in the shade Spirit. I will definitely be picking up the other two. So yeah, anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this little review and swatches. And if you would like to see an eyeshadow tutorial using this palette, just let me know. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching.